Hello and welcome to my new project, in which I'll play through Forspoken. This isn't just a playthrough though, this is going to be a defense of the character of Frey Holland, as I believe she's been unfairly maligned since the game came out. I actually find the game quite fun as well. I've beaten the game completely, got all the trophies, and even done the DLC as well. Something to bear in mind though, I won't be showing off all of the data log stuff, because some of it is actually stuff from the DLC, as I found out while recording the second episode of this. So I'm going to have to cut some of that menuing out there, because there's some spoilers from the DLC that bleed into the main game. So I'll be avoiding that. So any new data log things I get will probably open on their own. But I won't be going out the way to show them all off, partially just to avoid those spoilery ones that I didn't realize would get added in there. But I do quite like these games' gameplay and the navigation and things like that, and just exploring in general is quite fun. But I also quite like Frey as a character.
Everyone has something they're willing to fight for. Could be family, friends, your beliefs, your home. Doesn't matter who you are, there's just some things you have to protect. But what do you do when the world fights back? Guess I know now. Wish I could go back in time and tell myself. But I was not ready to hear it.
Honorable Judge Maya Bird presiding in the case of People of the State of New York versus Alfred Holland. Defendant charged with attempted grand larceny.
How'd he plead? Not guilty, Your Honor.
I see. Officer, please remove her cuffs. Now, before we begin, perhaps you should reacquaint yourself with your many previous encounters with the law.
So a little introductory stuff of Frey's background. First of all, as we can see, document on the left, in her own, when left to her own element, she's quite a studious child. She's very clearly intelligent. And certainly, she has had her brushes with the law. Purely non-violent. Just jumble theft.
Not my best angle.
And finally, she's a foundling.
Nothing like a trip down memory lane.
Why are you here, Frey? Grand larceny? Is that who you really are?
No, it's just, I needed the cash for... Never mind.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to start taking accountability for your actions. Are you familiar with the persistent felony offender law, also known as the 3 strikes law?
Wait, you can't do that. I never hurt anyone.
Just yourself. You have 2 previous felony thefts, and with this new one, your grand total will be 3. This could put you away for a very, very long time. You have so much
potential? I can do so much more with my life. I'm a smart girl with a bright future.
I was going to say you have so much anger and resentment in you, I'm not sure you'll ever amount to anything at all. Truth hurts. But in the holiday spirit, I'm going to give you an early present. Try not to piss it away. I'm going to release you under the condition you serve 120 hours of community service.
Thanks. You won't regret it.
Next time you end up in front of me, I will not be as lenient. We clear? Good. You're free to go. Frey, one more thing. Happy almost birthday. It's not too late to start using your gifts to help others.
Clearly, Frey is combative and has a tendency to have outbursts.
That was close. That judge might have just saved my ass. Won't get that lucky again. Hey, excuse me. Your phone.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
No worries. Happens to all of us.
You saved my life, seriously. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I should get back to Homer. Poor girl needs her dinner.
No, it's the first thing she does on leaving the courthouse is help someone. Completely unnecessary, she doesn't need to do that. But she did. Because fundamentally, while Frey isn't that nice a person, she gets quite prickly when she's put into a bad situation. When she's left to her own devices, she is rather kind and selfless when left to her own devices. And when in a low-stakes situation. Little acts of kindness are quite easy for her. I'm showing off some of the more interesting signs, because there's some pretty cool visuals and things.
I hate the cold. Gotta get
And a lot of these
inside.
signs have little bits of foreshadowing and things like that. That's quite fun. I like that taxi of sneakers as well. That's quite cute. So this isn't going to be a defense of Frey's behavior. It's more going to be coming from a place of understanding of why she is the way she is, and why she makes the decisions she does, and why I understand where she's coming from a lot of the time when it comes to how her behavior is. That's what I danced a little bit there. When it comes to how her behavior is affected by the people around her. Can't leave without without gazing wistfully at the Knish. Yeah, overall, I find Frey to be quite an interesting character.
Hello?
Goodbye.
Oh, fuck.
Frey. Thought we wouldn't find you?
Hey,
Lisa!
Lisa? Really? I thought she was Lisa.
That's Chrissy!
Huh. Well, in my defense, you don't really look like a Lisa.
Where is it?
Oh, I don't have it, alright? There were complications. Not like I wanted to get caught stealing the car, but here we are.
We don't like complications. You're running out of chances.
Yeah, I've been hearing that one a lot today.
Get the car back.
It's not that easy. It's been impounded. What's so special about this car anyway?
It's none of your damn business. Our boss, Mr. Gigan, is very unhappy. So unless you get it back, one of us is gonna be in a lot of pain.
Do I get to pick?
Oh, keep joking. We will leave your body in this fucking alley, and I promise you, no one is gonna miss you. No.
Okay. Okay, Fine, just tell your boss, Mr. Chicken.
Giggin.
Gwiggin.
Giggin! Alright, Giggin. Great gig. I just tell him I need some more time. But for now, here's some collateral.
Damn it, Frey! Damn you, Frey!
I actually find that intro kind of funny because of how she defends herself
Damn it, Frey!
with sand and bricks. We'll go into what's relevant about that later, but for now, just I find that kind of funny.
Get the fuck back here, Frey!
No turning back now.
So, as we've seen just now, she uses humor as a defense mechanism, but also throughout her time in New York, at least at this point in her
I
life,
have to go. I'm so sorry.
she hasn't been afforded the chance to be her best self. Because Mr. Gigan and his goons won't let her.
Where the fuck are you, Frey?
Yeah, there's no point in running, you know?
Maybe it's safer to go through the alley.
Even now in this chase sequence, her first instinct when knocking into someone was to make sure he was okay before remembering, oh right, I'm in danger too.
You'll make us give up already.
So as a basic
When I get out on the street.
thing for Frey, bear in mind that when she's stressed,
Almost
or in a lot of pressure, she puts up walls.
Where'd she go? Huh? Well, fucking answer me! Where'd she go? We will find you, Frey! You will burn! Fuck!
Homer must be waiting for me. Better get inside before I freeze.
There's something about that I find quite interesting though, is that I feel that she's a very realistic character, but in a way that doesn't make for a traditional video game protagonist, and we'll go into that much later, but just that's a small kind of idea that I have with her, really, is that's kind of how I see her.
Home sweet hell.
Now, something that's kind of key in how Frey perceives her life. Given her multiple run-ins with the law, and how that judge clearly didn't really seem to, well, she understood, she didn't seem to really want to know why she was doing what she was doing. Frey's a person who has spent her entire life, essentially, at least in more recent years, outside of schooling and things like that, being judged by the negative consequences of her actions. Nothing else, only the crimes she commits or the mistakes she makes. No one's ever been there to give her a break. No one's, at least in recent years, no one's given her positive reinforcement. All she's known her entire life, up to as far as we can see anyway, outside of schooling, which seems to be the one safe space she had in her life before she had to leave, of course, because she got too old for it. Was that she didn't really get much positive reinforcement in her more recent formative years. So that results in her being somewhat prickly, because she's always expecting to be judged, always expecting the worst out of life. Especially because the likes of Lisa and Chrissy won't let her improve. That's going to be the key part of my defense of the character as a person. She's a fundamentally good person who has been judged only on the negative effects of her actions.
Wish I could find that rabbit hole and tumble away to Wonderland.
So let's explore the apartment a bit, shall we? Clearly she's very big on escapism. Let's get a better look at these books, shall we? See what kind of thing she's into. Some quite interesting stuff. There's books on lore, but also great journeys like the Odyssey. And also some books on general, like, nice places to go and things. Clearly there's a lot of escapism, both in fantasy and also in parts of the world she wishes she could get to. And interestingly, an apocalyptic book. Right in the middle there, by Sandra Payne.
She doesn't like this, but it's all I have. I wonder where Homer's at. The Holland Tunnel, site of my folks' great disappearing act. Who leaves a newborn baby on the street? Well, at least it wasn't the Queens Midtown Tunnel. That would have been an awful last name. My favorite kicks. I could stare at you guys all day.
I like the very retro TV as well. Oh, it's like she doesn't know how to spell Gigan's name. That's quite cute, that little visual thing. That wasn't just her doing a bit, she genuinely doesn't know how to pronounce his name. Or spell it. To be fair, I don't know if she's even ever met Mr. Gigan.
Finally, I can start over. Took long enough, though. Hey, Homer. I'm sorry I'm late, I know. Miss me? Oh, well, thank you, but my birthday isn't for another few days. Tell you what, I almost forgot. Been so busy recently. Oh, well, you know. Important things to do. Riding court, slaying dragons. I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. Everybody needs me. We are getting out of the city, Homer. Away from the assholes, the garbage, the cops. I thought it's just enough to get us started. Yeah. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. Even ones like you. I just can't wait for clean air, bright skies. No more chases, no more cops, no more fights. Tomorrow. One more sleep, and we are out of here. Can't wait to be any other place but this.
One thing I do want to give positive attention to is Frey's actress. She's doing a really good job, I feel.
Shit! Homer! Girl, come on, we gotta go!
Gotta find Homer first.
Now, this is kind of a part that people do take umbrage with, but to be fair, she doesn't know where Homer is. If she grabbed the bag, that would make things lopsided and awkward. If Homer was in a weird position, if she had that bag on her shoulder, it would be harder for her to get to them.
No, no, no!
So I kind of feel it was a logical decision. Focus on finding the cat first,
Fuck the bag.
and then,
Window it is.
even though that happened to be a mistake, I don't really see it that way, because again, if she was holding the bag and Homer had been in a weird position,
Fuckers!
it would have compromised her ability to save her.
And finally, the blaze that engulfed the abandoned building in the Hell's Kitchen district of Manhattan has been ruled as arson. Luckily, no one was harmed in the fire. The FDNY believe it was set by some local gang members. The suspects are still at large.
Sorry, girl.
Frey, what happened to you? You look like hell.
Are you allergic?
What?
To cats. Are you allergic to cats?
No, I love cats, but are you in trouble?
Good. She likes wet food, the flaky kind, not pate. She needs a warm place to sleep, maybe a lap every once in a while. And she needs a bath, but good luck with that.
Frey, what's going on?
Her name is Homer. Promise me you'll look after her. Promise. Thank you.
What are you doing, Frey?
The right thing. I need some time to sort some stuff out, but I'll come back for her. It just might take a while.
Frey, wait. If you're in trouble, I can help you, Frey.
Happy holidays. All right. Homer's safe. Now what am I gonna do? Full circle. Happy birthday to me. Thanks, Mom. No, I'm better than that. No, I'm gonna fix things. Get Homer back. Finally get out of... Huh? What? Wonder what that is.
Yeah, it was a very ominous situation Frey found herself in. While she was vocalizing very positive things, clearly her heart wasn't quite in them. I am going to be putting a trigger warning in here, in the title of the video, because of this little scene, because it strongly implies suicidal ideation. After all, she has only just lost everything. So just bear that in mind. This is Frey's lowest point. But yeah, everything else in her life has just come crashing down. But I do like her actress's performance. I feel in general she does a pretty good job with the material she's given. Even if a lot of it does kind of come between the lines. That looks pretty cool. Taking a look.
Nope, not getting in that way. Must be another way.
So a little bit of a climbing tutorial.
Definitely no one in here.
As Frey's dark thoughts are replaced by curiosity.
Seriously? Who would just leave this?
It's an interesting little room, a lot of neat little objects and things like that.
I mean, wow. Whoa. What? Oh.
It's when something weird and fantastic happens.
What the actual fuck? Shit. Oh, no. Oh, come on.
This room actually kind of reminds me a little bit of the opening of Breath of the Wild. At least when you get to the little temple anyway.
Where am I?
It's a pretty cool room. There's a lot of neat little things.
What's happened to me?
I quite like how vibrant everything is here. Even if it does have quite a purplish hue. But something's pretty cool
That is a serious draft.
that the game doesn't really take much draw your attention to. Is aspects of the visual design.
Whoa.
Where on earth is this?
Athia.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself.
Show myself. I've shown. I'm showing. I can't get more showed. Show myself indeed.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. The thing that you so fruitlessly tried to remove. Oh, hello, yes. Oh, perhaps you're smarter than you look.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You, the one talking to me right now, are this... cuff?
Cuff? It's a bit reductive, isn't it? Cuff? Gauntlet, maybe. Vambrace. Oh, Vambrace. Vambrace. Yeah, no, it's definitely Vambrace.
No. This is batshit bananas!
And yet it's the truth. You stop your hurting me now.
Seriously?
No. But what you're doing is completely futile.
How is this happening?
Well, what were you doing before this was happening?
I was... Doesn't matter.
Still here.
Whoever is doing this, stop. This is one sick joke. I am out of here.
You can't run away from me. I am literally attached to you.
I just want to draw the attention to this guy.
And talk about ourselves. Talk about our interests in life, perhaps.
I am not hearing this. This is all a bad dream.
There's some really cool aspects of visual design in this game that I'm a really big fan of. In general, the whole setting of Athia, I really like how it looks and how it's presented. And the sky is just part of it. We'll discuss that more as the game explains it. But it's a really cool, very interesting effect.
Be careful not to trip on anything.
You can also see things? This cannot be fucking real.
And one of the main things that people complained about in this
Listen to me,
game.
Frey.
How the hell do you know my name?
We are bonded.
Bonded? What do you mean bonded? Why is this happening? This is... No. On bond now.
As you can see, you're stuck with me, and I with you. And only you can hear me.
Stop talking. This is completely insane.
Now, one of the primary complaints people had about the marketing
Slow
of this
down.
game.
You need to listen to me.
No, what I need is to figure out how to get back. I thought I wanted out. I was wrong. I was in a bad place.
Well, this place might be worse, depending on how you look at it.
What do you mean?
Essentially, the marketing was very kind of very sort of Avengers Endgame sort of writing, was like a lot of very kind of, oh well, this is happening sort of thing. A lot of people kind of dismissed the writing because of that, but Frey's not really like that, to be honest. The few times it does happen, it's fairly well justified. An example of that is coming up.
Quiet.
What?
Hide.
Is that a motherfucking dragon?
Don't let it see you.
You think? Is it gone?
Yes, and we should leave this place as well.
With that thing out there? I don't think so.
I'm sure the creature is far away by now, and besides,
What?
you won't last long without anything to eat.
Fine. And how exactly do you plan on getting out?
I believe climbing that wall might be our best option.
How about a little
Hey, Cuff.
exposition?
So, if we are bonding,
Correction, bonded.
whatever. If we are stuck with each other, then what's your deal?
My deal.
Who are you?
I am what you see.
Lovely. And I suppose you'll tell me more if I answer your riddles 3?
I don't follow.
Never mind. Why were you rusting at that old shop anyway?
Good question. I've been wondering that myself. All I do know is that before I visited Earth, I was here in Athia.
Wait, what? That means it must be your fault I wound up here.
How dare you? It was nothing to do with me. If you must know, I'm as keen to find out what brought us here as you are.
I mean, to be fair, who among us wouldn't react like that to suddenly seeing a dragon? It's a fair enough reaction. It's kind of an intimidating presence. You'd comment on it.
So, have you always been this?
This,
This chatty bling?
as I recall, no.
What do you recall?
I traveled here. Athia was not my home. I, like you, am an outsider. When I arrived, there was a lot of turmoil between the Tanters.
The who was?
The Tanters. They were 4 very powerful women who ruled Athia, each with a special ability.
Like what? Magic or something?
If by magic you mean the ability to turn me into an inanimate object, then yes.
Bear them in mind, they can be very important.
What in all creation is that contraption?
It's a smartphone. It's for texting, calling, games, videos, taking selfies, and... Which, by the way, I am not gonna explain to you, so don't bother asking.
I know what a selfie is.
Really?
Not really. What else can that thing do?
It also has GPS, which would usually tell me exactly where I am.
So where are you?
Somewhere between purgatory and hell.
It told you that.
Sure did.
And there's the exposition done. It's quite a nice place, really, Arthur. It's an interesting visual.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, one of my talents, if you will. It seems like there's a small settlement up ahead. Perhaps we can rest there.
Of course, we've got a little trail.
What are you?
The extent of my abilities is nigh on limitless. I'm a vambrace, after all.
Uh-huh.
I want to see the whole fan base
This
thing.
is Athia?
Janu.
Janoon. I thought you said...
Athia, big picture. Janoon, small picture. Janoon is part of Athia.
I get it. Like New York City versus New York State.
Exactly. I think. I have no idea what Newark is.
No, not Newark. New York.
Is there a difference?
About 1 million.
What I was about to say was it reminds me of the PS2 game Primal. With the van braces and things like that. But that was the first episode of this. I'll save it from here. And we'll see you next time as we start to actually explore Athia. And see what it has to offer, Frey. Compared to New York, anyway. See you then.